Okay, welcome to a new tutorial on Applied Energistics 2. Today we're going to have a look on how to automate the inscribers from Applied Energistics 2, which is something that is going to be very important if we want to kind of automate things in Applied Energistics 2. So let's begin. As you can see, there is no mess here. Everything is clean, no cables, no nothing, and I'm going to show you just how this works later on. But first, just to show you that it works, I'm going to, let's see, just go into here and craft 3 of these engineering processors. Click start, and as you can probably see, there, they go into there. And there we have it. So this is going to be repeated 3 times. We're going to have 3 engineering processors. Alright, so let's go in here and have a see. Come on. Okay, so as you can see, it works fine. It's not very quick due to how these guys work. You can't put any speed upgrades or anything into them at the moment, so yeah. So I'm now going to show you, I'm going to cut here and show you how this entire thing works, and then we're going to build it afterwards. Alright, be right back. Alright, so here we have it. This is how it looks beneath. It's a kind of little bit of a mess, but it works and you can't see anything, so yeah, it's okay. The way this works is that I have these advanced block extenders from Refined Relocation just to get rid of all the mess. What you could do is just have all the cables on these guys. It would look kind of messy. I'm using 4 channels for this at the moment. This is just because I have those connected up there, but I'm using 1 channel for the ME interface here. I'm using 1 channel for the export bus, 1 channel for the export bus there, and 1 channel for the export bus underneath. And that's basically it. It's the 4 channels. The 4 extra channels is 1 interface for this guy, 1 interface for this guy, and 2 interfaces. No, 2. 1 input bus and 1 export bus up there. Okay, so let's have a look. If you haven't played with Refined Relocation before, that's really not a big deal. I can kinda explain how it works. The way these block extenders work. Let's see here, block extender. Is that if you put it underneath an inscriber, that kinda is part of the machine. So this, for example, this is now one of the sides of the inscriber. So it's not that hard to understand, really. We're just going to put 1 of those there. So these are the filtering advanced block extenders. So if we have a look in here in the GUI, it's somewhat advanced. Now I already made some new yellow glass cable here. I'm going to put 1 smart cable there so we can keep track of our channels. And let's put the interface there. Next to the interface, we're going to put a chest. Like that. Then we're going to take out the patterns I've already made. I'm going to show you what's in them. Go into our pattern terminal. This is the engineering processor normally what you would make with, or what you would do is that you would say 1 diamond creates one of these guys, but since I have this guy to always export the circuits into here, they will always automatically be created into the processors. So yeah, it works. You can do it in another way if you want, and use an interface instead on that guy, but I kind of like this way. Okay, so we're gonna need some transfer nodes and some transfer pipes to not use up all the channels. So the first guy we're going to do is the calculation press. Just take out all the presses here. So the calculation press will always stay in the top slot right there, right? And for the calculation press to work, you need pure such quartz crystals. So we're going to whitelist those. Alright. The next one is the logic processor, which is going to need 1 gold ingot. The next one is the engineering processor, which is going to need 1 diamond, I think. Yeah, diamond. And then we have the silicon press, which is going to need 1 silicon. That's basically it. So in here we're going to put our, I'm missing one C pattern. That's weird. I'm sure to get out. Okay, I'll make a new one. Be right back. Okay, I'm silly today. I found it. It's of course in there. That's the engineering process. Put that in there. Take our cables out. And since we're doing this, we don't have to do the filtering. We don't have to use any filters on the transfer node because it will be filtered through these guys, and that's why we're using the filtered block extenders instead of the advanced block extenders. Okay, so as we can see, there it is, the transfer pipe, and these guys have to come in north. So let's put these guys all to north, and they also extract from the north. So we're going to put some transfer nodes on there. Let's find those guys, their transfer node items. Extract through node. That is not supposed to happen, sorry about that. Okay. And then we just run this guy right back into our interface here. And I'm gonna do some speed upgrades as well, just to, yeah. Of course these are expensive, so you probably won't be using as many as this in your builds, but this is just a demonstration. So what we should have now is that if I go into here and say craft, craft 1 silicon, we should see that guy coming in there. And of course I haven't hooked up the power yet, so you won't see anything just yet. Yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, it went back into my system. Sorry. So for the next part, I'm first going to sandbag, and then I am going to start setting up this guy, which is going to turn them into the processors. So at the moment we're only creating the circuits, right? Okay. So I'm going to take the cable out. And gonna get some 3 normal export buses. Gonna have one at the bottom, one there, one up. Yeah, that's it there. So here we want redstone to always come in the middle slot, and to get stuff into the middle slot you have to put it at north. So put this guy at north. I'm just gonna check. Yeah, that's at north, and that's going to be redstone. Always input redstone. Then we're going to have underneath here, this guy is always going to export silicon. Silicon, is it? It is silicon, yeah. So this guy was that guy, and silicon is going to come in through the bottom. Yeah, down. So always import printed silicon, which I made here. And the last export bus is going to say always import calculation, engineering and logic circuits. So we're going to need a capacity card. Put that in there and do this. So also one more important thing, this guy is going to need a crafting card, and then I'm going to put him to craft items while exporting. Okay, and this last export bus is there, and that has to come in at the top like that. Okay, that's that should work once I get power to that guy. Let's see. I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other side. This sound is so goddamn annoying. And just pick some facades up here, because you can kind of see at the back here. So yeah, like that. Put these guys back in. And it should have power. Yeah. One last thing we need to do is have a transfer node on the front, like that. And that should not export silicon. Transfer node is also going to be set to Really? No, it works. Or does it? Yeah, it works. Okay, I've been worried. So basically what's left is to take out some sandstone covers and just do this. And you get the point, right? So basically what we have done is create an invisible but working automation of the applied Energistics to Inscribers. It's, well, it depends on what you know, but it's not really that hard to make once you understand the mechanics, right? So, okay. I hope you enjoyed